Welcome to the Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge video. Yeah, like the title says, where's Rarity, right? Which didn't get right to as usual. I recorded Rarity, but unfortunately, my phone's old and it doesn't have a lot of storage. So what happened was I was in the middle of recording it, and then it stopped. And instead of saving whatever was left on there, it just didn't save any of it. So, and I had already gone through a case at that point. So, yeah, that's never happening anymore. I'm definitely not getting a case of Rarity Collection II. So, you know, rip. That's right. We have Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge, newest set that just released. It is 24 packs, 5 cards each, 1 secret, 4 ultra, so all foil set. I have 4 boxes here, and I know at my locals through 1 case there was 1 Phantom you Bell pulled, and then 2 QCRs. I can't remember which the QCR was. We have a Snatch Steel. That's a good start. This set's not really that great, to be all that honest. Let me see if I can. We'll do it by Infernoids, Sprites, and I guess Toy Archetype. There's not a lot of good stuff in here, right? Phantom Bell's like the best thing in here. I guess there's like cool stuff for like Ritual Beasts, Infernoids, and Gen X, but it's just kind of whatever. We have more Infernoids, Reignition, Ancient Gear Dragon. Okay, cool. Didn't really want that, but whatever. Let me find a better way to organize this. Actually, I'll put the secrets right here, and then the random stuff over there. It's not capturing all of it. Whatever. But yeah, not exciting set. I almost wanted to get a case of this. I know a lot of people aren't really gonna buy into this, but there is a lot of good stuff in here. So we have the Ulti Nochi Drago. The only thing is, I don't know a lot of these cards because these are from Terminal World, which I was not playing or collecting from, so I'm not too aware of it. I just, from what I've heard people talk about, that the support's like pretty good for all of them, which is nice. We have Gen X. Where am I putting Gen X? I guess we'll put the bulk over there and do like this. Then you have Ancient Dragon, cool, branded. That's garbage. Who cares? Some of the cards they chose in this set was like really weird because like they chose branded reprints here of all things, which is weird. There's like a lot of Sky Striker cards that we're missing. Like I know people have already seen the list so far. We are missing what do you call that? We're missing Sky Striker like Camila. We're missing like another spell, and then we're missing the Link 4, I believe. I mean the Link 2, and then getting the what do you call that? The Link 2, and then what the hell is it? Oh, Cyanos. That's what it is. Like those are good, but like, you know, Camila was introduced a lot earlier than those were, so I don't know why she's not in this set. Likely she comes in another future set. So like, so here we got the Temperance, right? Link 3. Sorry, I think I say Link 2 on accident. But I forgot this Ice Barrier cards in here too. Man, how the hell am I supposed to organize this? I don't have that much deck space. Okay, I'm just gonna do like this then. Yeah, that's 4 archetypes from Terminal World. I got I think it's Terminal World that got new cards for them. Ice Barriers, Gen X, Infernoids, and Ritual Beast. There's the Cyanos I was just talking about. It's really good. I don't play Sky Strikers, but from what I've been told, it's actually a pretty good card. It's like a 1 to 2 of, I think. I don't know. But again, I don't play Sky Strikers that well, so I don't know them. The whole point of me opening this set was, well, just to open it. I mean, I would have posted a Rarity Collection video, but, well, that never happened, unfortunately. Even then, Rarity Collection wasn't that fun to begin with, because there was a lot of clumping, so you kind of knew what QCOs you were gonna get, just based on what you pull. But that said, oh, Diviner, that's actually pretty good. We're still going to put that in the bulk, because who cares? The thing with the set is, Emco releases video today, as of this recording, and when I probably upload it the same night that I record it. The cards in the set, there's a lot of short prints, and it's pretty significant. Similar to Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge from last year, there are a lot of short prints. The main one is that the Bell fusion is short printed pretty badly. And it's really unfortunate. It's like 2 to 3 a case. I think like a 57 case ratio, right? In 57 cases, I don't even know why I separated the toy archetype, whatever. In 57 cases, they only open like 140 to 150 Bell fusions. along with some other cards like the Kurikawa Devon Carnates, right? While everything else that wasn't short printed was like 700 to like 800 of them, right? So a lot of cards were just overprinted. The more sought after cards weren't. So what's happening right now is we're currently, I believe, still under pre-sale. So they're still pretty pricey. They are going to drop down once people start putting in their, I think I put Iceberry there on accident, yeah. They start putting the reprints. Why am I saying reprints? They'll start putting up the official sales from everyone else that's not like the certified vendors or whatever. And then they'll lower the price a bit. But unfortunately, they'll probably go back up because Nats is coming up. People are going to play the U-Bell deck along with, I think this is Original Beast. No, it's not. Or people that are playing the package or engine for the U-Bell stuff are going to need them. So they're probably going to go back up. They'll probably go like down after Nats. So, you know, if you're trying to pick up the cards, you should really pick them up as soon as you can, to be honest. That's it. We saw a couple cards already. They're not that great. For some reason, they reprinted Substitute Toad in here. I'm not really sure why, because the what is it, Light of Destruction set, the really old set with like all like the Light Sworn cards and stuff, Substitute was printed in there. So I don't know why they're reprinting Substitute Toad in here. But I guess to be fair, not many people, they're probably anticipating not many people open that set. That's why they probably reprinted it here. But then if that's the case, then why are they even doing the Light of Destruction set later in the year? Like, I think in August or something? I don't know. Their choices recently have been really baffling. It's kind of hard to explain it, to be honest. But, I mean, Konami does what Konami does, right? So far, nothing really good, right? No Phantoms? Ooh, rough. I mean, I do have, like, 3 more boxes, but this is still, like, just not that great. Electro, Springs, Kit, Sprite, Pixies. I think I put a bunch of Sprite cards as well. I don't even know how I'm organizing this anymore. I think I'm just going to put this all in the pile. Who cares? From what I saw, there's... Like I said, there were 2 QCRs pulled from the case. It's like 2 to 3 on average, and I believe a, like, what, 20, 25 card, like, QCR list. I don't really know. I don't know why it's still like 2 to 3. I think core sets are usually like 3 to 4, but anyway, I guess it is what it is. But still, at least luckily there's no like short printed what do you call that? Freaking no short printed QCRs overall, just because of the rates. Like maybe some appear a little less than others, but I think like a real better shot at like trying to get like more relevant data would be if you open way more than 57 cases, even though 57 cases is a lot. But the secret though, the secrets are a pretty good measurement of how many we're getting, and yes, we do know that. I couldn't figure out where he found it though. I think someone just posted it on Twitter or something, but yeah, M. Cole's video is like covering it, so that one's pretty cool. Yeah, they're just really unfortunate. I think the QCs are pulled, if I remember right. What the hell was it? It was some like whatever. It was Aroma Seraphine Jasmine, and then I think what the hell was the other one? I think it was like the Genix Link. I want to say the Link 1. Oh, well here's the other QCR. Oh, that's fucking terrible. Cool. That's garbage. Like actual garbage. Awesome. Well, we got the QCR that was in that case, or in those boxes, the last one. I don't think there's a 4th one, because when the other people in my locals opened the rest of the boxes from one of the cases, it had like nothing in it. It was only like 2 other QCRs, so I'm pretty sure it's 2 to 3. More likely leaning towards 3 pretty heavily, but yikes, yikes, yikes. What a I guess the Link Genix is probably the best one without a doubt, but that's just really sad. Didn't really pull anything else. One U-Bell. I maybe have the other U-Bell. I didn't see any other U-Bells pulled other than the one in my locals, but who knows? Maybe it's actually 1 to 2 U-Bells. I don't know. I really hope not, because Jesus Christ, I don't understand why they do the short prints. It's just kind of weird. Branded Sword. I don't even remember this card. Is this a real card? What the hell? Is that a real card? I don't remember that card. Maybe it's from the Structure deck, like the one that people didn't really play. I don't know. Mirror Match, cool I guess, really cool Snake Eye Mirror Match card, right? This is such a bad set. Why did I do this? I really shouldn't have bought these boxes. Honestly, I do technically need the, not putting it there. I do need the Spirited Bells, because I do have, like, the Thrones and stuff. I actually still need a new bell, but that's not too hard to get, because you only play, like, 1 to 2 of those. I think, yeah, I think it's, like, 1 to 2 of those, or, like, 1 of those. I'm trying to remember the ratios, but I can't. Proxy F. Why did they reprint this now? This would have been good like a year ago when Rescue Ace was more relevant, because Rescue Ace was playing it to make Moon Dragon. But man, what a stupid Ice J ran. They have this and like Geimer. I guess it's fine because the ice barriers are in this, but oh my god, some of these choices are so terrible. I guess Adron did need a reprint regardless, but I just thought they were going to save it for like the Megatins. But no, I guess they just wanted to put it all here, which is really, really sad. There's a lot of short prints. I have to review the list again. I think like even Blaster was one of them. I just pulled one, but yikes. Some of them are so bad. Flood. Barracks, I don't understand why they printed this here. It's like, what, instant fusion target, I guess? But then, like, what are you doing with it? It's a dark, I guess it's a fiend, but it's like not at the level 5. If it was a level 6, that would have made way more sense if it was a level 6, right? But this is like a level 5 dark fiend, unless there's like probably something I'm not thinking of, but even then, like, you're probably not going to slot something in your extra deck just for like a ready or instant fusion target or whatever, who cares? The branded stuff. What the hell? Why is it in here? I know Mirror Jade's in here too, as an ultra rare. A lot of this stuff is like the same rarities. Like Albion's also ultra rare or some stupid garbage. There's the blues. I'm glad I sold mine pretty quickly. I still have 1 secret left from Coat. It's like a first set, which is cool, but I mean, it's whatever. No one's. Well, I guess technically Sprites did win like the Hungarian Nationals, but I mean, it was like Tri-Brigade Sprites, right? Like, how the hell is Tri-Brigade Sprites winning in the current format? But, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Player could just obviously be really good. Okay, so there's a Phantom of Your Bell. That's really good. That's what we wanted. Now, in each case, it is like 2 to 3. Because if it's like 140, 150 for like 57 cases, right? That means that realistically, it should be about 2 to 3 a case to just kind of match that number. Which is really, really unfortunate. I'm hoping I pulled the other one. I only saw 1 pull from the first case. I believe the people in my locals opened the second case, I think, because I know that's where they pulled the Blaster QCR. I was kind of hoping for a Dragomacia, but I unironically got, like, probably one of the worst... Or actually, no. There's actually a worse QCR. I just can't think of it. I know there's a worse QCR. Actually, Proxy F Magician. That's actually one of the QCRs. That's unironically, like, one of the worst QCRs ever. Although, I did see someone online putting up, like, a post on, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh's, like, marketplace subreddit where they were asking for, like, the Proxy F Magician QCR willing to pay $50, which I think is so baffling. I get to QCR, but there's no way that QCRs like that are going to be worth any more than, like, $2. Right? I don't think so. Most of the QCRs are pretty bad. Even Harp Horror is a QCR, which, like, who cares? Who cares? I don't think anyone cares. I don't even think the Orcus players care, to be honest. Because there's better cards that could have taken the QCR slot, but whatever. I mean, Harp Horror didn't need a reprint, technically, which is I'm totally fine with. Again, like, reprints like that I'm totally fine with. It's just when they are super late with reprints, and they just aren't relevant anymore. See, this is the Genix one. That's actually really good. The Link one. More branded stuff. Who gives a shit? I mean, I already pulled the Phantom of You Bell, but, like, what else can I pull at this point? Mirror Mage, Linda, Skelgon is, like, fine. Yes, that's, like, a ready fusion target. You can use it to go into, like, DB Wave, Caesar. If you're playing, like, Fiendsmiths, right? You, ready fusion for the Skelgon. If I remember ready fusion's, like, effects correctly, you just ready fusion that, special summon Fiendsmith, bam, you have a high wave Caesar, I guess. Although ready fusion's like at 1 or something, I don't know. Ugh. It's a zombie dark, maybe? I don't know. Actually no, Brox is, actually no, now I remember it. someone mentioned, my locals was mentioning it. Baronx or whatever, the other fusion level 6. Apparently, it only ever had like what, one printing or something. And I think it was like an astral pack. I think Scalegun might be the same thing. There's a lot of weird old cards that only ever had like one printing, and I'm still not really sure why. Medallion of the Ice Bearer. Rip Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1, I guess, and the structure deck, because yikes. And also rip me, because I remember buying a bunch of those, because they were pretty cheap, and then I was like, oh, surely I'll pull a bunch of the what do you call that? The Fable Luries. And I pulled like 2. I think one was like a DT and one was like a common or something. Which is like nice, but still, it's like, it's not, I mean, not really giving as much as I wanted. Everything else is pretty garbage. Fable Lurie is still pretty expensive. You do play it as like a mandatory 1-up, because that's basically your search target off of Fiendsmith Tractus, or whatever they translate it to in the TCG, because then you're searching that, and then you're discarding it, and effect of Lurie to special itself to the field, and then you immediately go into the Link 1, Fiendsmith Requiem. Another one, that's pretty cool. Snatch Steel, I have a whole playset now. Surely they'll put Snatch Steel to 3 or something, I don't know. Ugh, Mirror Match, Ancient Gear Dragon, it's so weird what they chose to put in this set, because Ancient Gear Dragon, I think, was a V-Jump promo, which I guess it's fair, but I'm like, there's so many, but they should have put Close Moon in this set, which makes it really scary, because now, people were thinking that Close Moon, the Link 2 baby goddess, was going to be in the set, and she wasn't, so this means, potentially, one of two things, either she gets imported into Infinite Forbidden, right? Probably as like a secret, to be very honest, or an ultra at the very least. I mean, so far with the sets, see like the core sets at least, they've been pretty good with the rarities. Unironically, right? Like they made like Poplar and Princess and Ultra when they could have been secrets. They made like the Tenpais and Lede, like literally common and supers. So like, I mean, they could be pretty good with the rarities. Who knows? But like, if they put Close Moon as like a secret, right? In Info, I think Info will be like the next big set. It's like the set to look forward to. Okay, so here's the other Phantom UL. So that means I pulled both of them. Okay, that's good. That's good. So that's all the Phantom ULs. Whoo! Did it. I have my Phantom ULs now. I don't know if I'll play the package thoroughly. I'm gonna try it out, and then if I don't like it, I'll just sell it because I know people will be looking for that shit. What was I saying? Oh, so like Close Moon, right? If it's an Info, make it the biggest set of the year. I don't know if it'll be 80 gold levels of like hype, but I know it'll be a very strong set. You have the Fiendsmiths in there. You have the I have like hair showing up in the corner. Okay. Yeah, you have the Fiendsmiths, you have the Whitewoods, you have a bunch of other cards. Mostly the Fiendsmiths because it's such a generically good engine that everyone in the OCG was playing it. So, you know, even if the OCG isn't the best at deck building, they are really good for looking at the foundations of the deck. And I think the TCG is the best at carrying it over and then improving upon it. But yeah, I think looking at the list so far, people are going to want the Fiendsmith. And the fact that the set is legal 2 days before Nats means everyone's going to be wanting this. Which is why, if you're going to get, like, if you're going to think about buying packs or sealed product, I think Infinite Forbidden is the one you go for. You just go all in on that. Just buy a bunch of boxes, pull whatever you want and or need. And if you're just someone who doesn't care for the cards and you're not going to Nats, you can just sell them off right away. Because after Nats is over, whoever just doesn't get the top, because everyone's going to be trying to win, obviously, to get the world champs, they're just going to sell the cards, like, right away. And that'll be the best time to get the cards when they drop down in price. I think it's similar to, what the hell is that? Oh, Tactical Masters. I can't remember when Tactical Masters released. I think it was, like, 2 years ago. But I remember the Runic stuff, when they came over to the TCG. In the OCG, they weren't really doing much. But then when they came to the TCG, people started labbing it out. Like, Runic Sprites, for example. Right? Or, like, Runic Naturia. And so the price of the Runic cards went up. Because I think... I don't know if it was Nats or not, or maybe it was like a YC or something, but there's a big event happening, and so the cards got bought out, and they spiked up significantly, but then once the event was over, they all dropped down very hard. I remember, because I remember selling my CR, runic tip for like $130, and then like after like a week or two, like it dropped down to like 70, 80 or something. It dropped down pretty hard. That's what I mentioned, or that's what I remember. But yeah, when it comes to stuff like this, with the set being legal 2 days before and the week prior being people going to sneak peeks, they are desperately going to want the cards. And trust me, there are people who are more than willing to pay full market price for it. And yes, there is a chance that the cards can very easily spike up, because again, a lot of the cards are very good in the set, and there's a lot of hype, mostly around the Fiendsmiths, but there is a lot of value that will be held over time, at least for the rest of the year. But people will need the cards immediately, so I mean, to be honest, you could juice people for it, right? And it's not like you're going to be dealing with kids. You're going to be dealing with mostly adults, as at this point in time, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played mostly by like teens and adults. So, I mean, you juice it for market price, they'll probably pay for it, especially if they're going to Nats. I know a ton of people who need a bunch of cards from this set, and I'm immediately thinking, I need the Fiendsmiths, but I'm not going to Nats at all, so I'm more than willing to just sell off whatever I pull, like, immediately. I will sell it to you full market price, knowing full well those people are going to want to buy the cards immediately, because they need it for other people, or they need it for themselves. So, yeah, I think it's not a bad set to just buy on pre-release, depending on how much your local's like pricing it, but even then, like, you're just going to make so much money. All these cards are going to be worth so much money immediately. You can just sell them right away. You can just honestly make a profit off of Fiendsmiths alone. But again, it depends on the rarities that they put for them, and at this point in time, they could just be ultras, which wouldn't be too bad because they make them a lot cheaper. They'd still be relatively expensive, but I mean, they have to give the value to some set, right? Because, like, you know, you look at Lede, you look at what the hell is this? You look at Lede, or you look at like Feeny. The sets haven't really held value. There were times in which, like, the sets spiked a bit just because of some cards, like Vados from Feeny, or, like, Nightmare Thrones from Led. But, like, in general, like, they didn't really go crazy, right? Like, their value hasn't really held. Although, I guess, to be fair, they are, like, they are the quarter 1 and 2 sets of the year, which usually those have, like, some value later on in the year, but, whatever, at this point, like, who cares about both? But it's usually the quarter 3, quarter 4 sets to look forward to. Right now, Info is looking like a really strong set. And then we have Rage of the Abyss later in the year, which will be releasing in October. That will be probably pretty good. We're still learning of the new cards from the OCG, but it should be pretty good. Like, we have the 6 Sam cards that are releasing, which look pretty good. Yeah, I mean, even though Gateway's still at 1, though. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we still need to see more cards from Rhoda to see what cards will be good. I predict that there will be very, very good cards, because obviously at the last course of the year, they have to sell it, because it is the Christmas time, and, you know, they have to maximize their profits and all that stuff. But yeah, I think if you're going to be someone who wants to kind of, like, you know, you're thinking, like, maybe I'll go pre-release, make some money, easy to just go to this sneak peek, or not this one, go to, the Infinite Forbidden sneak peeks as much as you can. Get your entry packs, pull any secrets or ultras, just sell them immediately. Who cares? And when I say sell them, I mean sell them outside the store premises, obviously, because I know a lot of stores don't allow you to sell in there. So, yeah. But, yeah, people will look for them. Or if you're someone who is going to Nats, just, I don't know, you happen to scrub out round 1 or 2, just sell your cards there, because there will be people at the Nats looking for those cards. You either sell them at the stores, right, at your locals, or you sell them at the Nats in Texas, right? Because there will be people there also looking for the cards as well. Because, you know, they didn't even last minute. Because I know a lot of people who, like, always fiend around, like, the vendors, like, the day before, like, the events and stuff, just so they can, like, quickly get their cards and make their decks. A lot of people do things last minutes. Well, although, also, to be fair with this one, right, Infinite Forbidden, like, if they order online, most sellers don't and or can't send out the cards until the day of official release, and that's gonna be way too late, because at that point you'd have to expedite your shipping, and there's probably no way, because it'll be what, Wednesday when it becomes legal, but then like the Friday, no, I think it's the Friday there are events, but it's the Saturday and Sunday which are the actual events. There's no shot that most people would be able to get their cards in time, so obviously they're gonna have to look at their locals. You're gonna see, just say, I'll let you know, you're gonna see a lot of product open. I know there's always a lot of people who like give away bulk too. So if there are cards that you need that happen to be like rarity drop to like commons or even supers, most people are probably willing to give them away for free. It'll be mostly the ultras and secrets that we'll have to look at. But we're still like weeks away from the release anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's still too early to tell. Although I do predict that, not Close Moon, but I do predict that the Fiendsmiths will have a lot of like ultras and secrets. Like I imagine Tractus will be like a secret, or no, the Fiendsmith, the main deck monster, is going to be a secret. I imagine something like Tractus will probably just be like an ultra. Wouldn't be surprised if there's 2 secrets, but so far Konami hasn't really done a terrible job with how they've done the rarities for the core sets. Because like I mean, imagine like Poplar and like Princess were like secrets, right? Or imagine if like the Nightmare Thrones were also secrets too. Like they'd be way more expensive, right? We're almost done here, but ooh, Shining Star Dragon, that's pretty cool. I want to play this in Vanadium, because you know, just target a synchro in your graveyard. Just target the Excel synchron that you'll probably get nibbed on, and then just special summon it, and then make the Crimson. Surely you have like a 10 on the field, right? And then you can just use that to make Dispather. Surely it's not cope. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. This set sucks ass. Okay, Synchro Panic, Mirror Mage, Ritual Beast, Inferno. Okay, cool. We are finally finished with this garbage set. Alright. So that's all the bulk. I'll have to sort that out later. We have a bunch of Gen X cards. I know a lot of people were looking for stuff in the set. I just think it just feels bad, right? Because like even like, okay, last year we had like Super Poly as one of the secrets, right? And we had like Terraforming. We had a lot of good, like generic cards that were reprinted, and they did need reprints. Even now, Super Poly could use another reprint, to be honest, because it's like what, like $7-8 or something. But it's just really unfortunate when they decide to make a set that's so terrible that realistically no one would ever buy into it. I said I almost did, but that doesn't mean I actually did it, right? I'm not even gonna spread this out. Who cares? The coolest pull from this is probably the QCR, which I mean it doesn't look bad. It's just I think when it comes to QCRs, the synchros don't look as good. But yeah, like I think it's weird that they kind of front load the set with a bunch of garbage. They put sprites in here, which is I'm fine with, but then they put branded. Who cares? I guess it's like their new like archetypes. I guess like because OCG has Sky Strikers that they love so much. For us in North America, I guess in the TCG, it's like branded, which is like cool, but I don't know. I could not care any less about branded. I haven't played that since Sword Soul format anyways, so okay. Well, I think that's about everything. Pretty much 4 boxes. Best pulls, Phantom U-Bells. These are 65. These are 60, 65 each right now. I still neg super hard. This QCR, I'm pretty sure is like $50. This will probably drop to like less than my ass hair, to be honest. Because who cares about getting an IB QCR? No one gives a shit. Maybe I go back to buy more boxes if they haven't pulled all the QCRs, who knows, but ugh, god, it feels so bad. I was hoping to Dragon Master, or I was hoping for like the Sky Striker stuff. I think in terms of the QCRs, the Sky Strikers and the Dragons were technically short printed compared to the other QCRs. It was like 4 of those compared to like the 6, 7 of the other QCRs, but I mean, they're also QCRs too, so it's kind of hard to judge that, but yeah, that's all I have for the video. I hope you enjoyed that. I will be doing another one for when info releases, and hopefully I can get a case early. I would like to do a case one for that because I know case openings will be a lot more interesting. But yes, I will see you guys later.